Well, hello, and welcome to Preparing to Survive and Thrive Homesteading Channel Charlie B. So, what am I doing? Well, I'm going to answer that age-old question of what's for dinner. So, this is what we're making tonight. We are going to do some beef ribs. Now, let me bring you down and we'll discuss beef ribs and how I'm going to cook them. Be back in a second. So, these are the beef ribs. Now, beef ribs are a lot different than baby back ribs or pork ribs. They're very fatty. There's not a lot of meat on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to add some seasoning on top of these, put these two on top of it, and put them on the grill and slowly cook them in this pan for about 3 hours. Okay, so I'll tell you what I'm going to use on them. Now you can use any seasoning that you want to on them, but I'm going to just throw some garlic powder on them. Just sprinkle that liberally. And by cooking these really slow on the grill, it keeps the heat out of my house, but it also makes these guys really tender. It's kind of like a slow cook method. And then I'm using a Smokehouse maple seasoning. It's from Grill Mates. And salt and pepper. And of course, all this is to taste. I want the seasoning to kind of seep in as they're cooking and some of the fat is going away. And once these cook for so long, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. So let's put these two up on here. And add the seasonings to them also. Then off to the grill they'll go. Oh, you might recognize this pan from some of my videos that I use this to actually cook on a stove top, the old cook stove, the antique one that I use to bake chicken and stuff on top of the stove. So let me get these closed up with our lid. Oh, I forgot something. My daughter would kick my butt. Hang on one second. I forgot to add a little bit of butter on top here. Well, this will just help keep them tender, and until they start getting melted down, it will just help them from sticking to the bottom. Okay, now I'm going to close them up with our lid and get them on the grill. Get the lid on this and they're on the grill. I did not preheat this grill or anything. I'm turning it all the way to the lowest setting to just get them going, and then I'll adjust the temperature as I go. So we'll be back in a little bit. So it's been about an hour and a half since I put these guys on. They're cooking nicely, and when I touch them, they're still bleeding, so they're nowhere done. So we'll just keep on letting them go. You see how the bones are all starting to pop out? And yes, you can cook and bake and everything else and slow cook on a grill. Isn't that wonderful? Well, they have been on the grill for 3 hours, and let's check them out. Ooh, it's hot. Even on low, it's very hot. So this is what they look like at the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to move this, and I'm going to set it over here, and then I'm going to start putting these beef ribs on the grill to give them a little bit of more of a charbroil looking. Even though they look pretty good now, some of them will need a little extra help on the grill. So stay with me. Okay, so I got them off the grill, and I'm just going to drop them on here. I did turn the heat up to medium just a moment ago, so I can get these guys sizzling. This one desperately needs a little help on the grill. So it didn't kind of brown because it was stuck down in the juices. If you saw the fire come up, that's why I usually do not grill these guys completely out on the grill, because they do catch fire very easily. So let me get these guys browning a little bit more. And get them all on there. And there's the fire. They do taste very good when they're cooked like this. We'll have some good beef broth too to go with something. I'll probably actually freeze that or cook down the bones a little bit more maybe, and even can some of it. I'm going to let this go for about 10-15 minutes, flip them, and we'll be back about the time to eat. Well, there you have it. This is what they look like when I pull them off the grill. They've got a good crisp on the fat and on the meat right here. Oh, it's going to be so good. I am so looking forward to having this. Now this will, yeah, it does have a lot of fat, and it looks like there's a lot of food here, but once we dissect it from the fat, you'll notice how little it is. And I did have one that kind of went a little crispier right back here. I won't even show you that one. But I do tell you that sometimes I do burn food, but not often. But let's get the rest of our meal done and we'll do a taste test. Okay, so this is my plate, and let's try some of this meat. The main focus is on the beef ribs and how to make them tender. Very good. And lots of fat, but once you get around the fat, this has an amazing flavor. So this really has a good flavor. I just did some garlic and some rub on it, and I might go ahead and stick in a little bit of Baby Ray's Vidalia onions. I don't know, but this is really good. Well, if you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Charlie B signing out, and I'll be talking with you soon.